Hello and welcome to another alert with analysis. Today I want to talk about S&P 500 again. Right. As usual, let's look at the previous idea on Nasdaq or S&P 500. Right. I use them interchangeably. Okay. What I can say is just a series of unfortunate wrong calls. So on the 9th May, I call for Nasdaq short. Right. Completion of a wave structure. Right. Over here. Now this count is still in a sense valid, right? It's just that this wave 5 has become an extension, right? I'll go through this alert wave analysis later, right? Yeah, so this is on 6 days ago. This is on the 6th of May, right? S&P 500 itself, where I mentioned there's a break of the trend line, right? Can go short and stop here, right? Right. What happens is that you would be a stop out, right? Or you may have made a bid, you adjust, then you break even, right? But in most case, right, if you have been following the take profit and stop loss, you will be stop out, right? So now is another attempt to do this with count, right? So as I mentioned previously, right? Okay, so this is like the S&P 500 now, right? So if you revisit the Nasdaq short on the 9th May, right? So it will be somewhere around here, right? Around here, this area where I call for the short, right? Because at this point in time, if you scroll it here, right, this is actually a new high, right? And there is kind of like a five wave here, right? So like I said, the count is still valid. The problem now is that it becomes an extension, right? So it's wave five extension, right? So it's one, two, three, four, and five. Okay, so now this entire structure, if we look at this again, this on the hourly time frame, you see that over here I draw an ABC, right? And then this becomes a W, ABC. This is an X, right? And then we have this wave Y that is also an ABC, but in itself, the C wave itself is very long. Okay, now uh, over here, how then do we treat this, right? So at this point in time, I put in this short position, and I put this stop loss at the just above this high here, right, on the 13th May, right, this high, right, the where I plot the end of with Y. So this is where my stop loss is, right? Because of the series of mistakes, I think it is good to be more conservative. So where I will set the take profit is actually where this trend line is, right? When you hit the trend line, right, you can do a bit of withdrawing, right? It doesn't change the target much, right? Depending on when it hits, right? So this is kind of like the conservative target. Okay, so over here I will put in this. Let's assume that you will hit around here, right? So if it goes down, right, let's do it somewhere around here. Okay, so then this will be what I call the conservative target, right? As I've always done, conservative target. Now, personally, where I think is it should go to, right? Then is actually over here to where wave four is, right? So wave four is quite clear because it's a five wave, right? A B C D E, right? So this is the wave four. So over here, I will put in another one. So this is kind of like my preferred target. Okay, and this is itself is also conservative already, right? But from here down, you can see there's about 250 points in in profit, right? So this is another place I would say, you can start to reduce your position, right? But if this entire count is correct, WXY is correct, it means that since we have done this 1 2 3 4 5, this entire one is kind of like a higher degree A, and then this is a B, right? This tip is a B, and then we go into a C, which means that the entire move could go all the way down even below 4,800, right? But till we reach this preferred target, until we see how the wave structure forms, right? Just keep it to this, right? We just keep it to this, where you have, if you are, more risk adverse, you don't take position, you don't want to take long position, then you just do a conservative target, right? Personally, how I would handle this is, once you reach this conservative target, right, I may reduce my position and and move my stop loss, right? That means I'll move my stop loss down a bit, right? Maybe just to cover, in case price goes up, I will break even, right? Then I'll take some profit, right? This could be one of the strategy depending on how the it unfolds, right? But the main point that I'm looking at, the main price is actually here, which is 55, around 5580, right? So this will be my target, right? So this will be my target. So this is the first one, right? And like I said, if I'm correct, right, this is the more major one that we are talking about, right? It should breach this. Okay, so this is the new count for S&P 500, right? So trade with care, right? Recently it has been quite volatile, right? And good luck in your trading as always. Thank you.